Hi Leo, this is a general reading for the second half of March. It will be focused on your energy. I view tarot more as a psychological tool rather than a way of fortune telling. So for more info about that, you can check the link below. And let's get started. Okay, so Leo, I think that in the recent past you have been holding on to some things that you would like to have expressed, were it not for some restraints you feel that have been put upon you. So what do I mean? You've got the Four of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Nine of Wands, and the Page of Swords. I feel like you have been holding back in expressing your thoughts or emotions towards a person or a situation because you feel like it's not the time or place to say what you have in your mind, because they won't understand you and they won't see things the way you do. You're a bit alone in your head, in your thoughts, having a quite clear view of how things in a certain situation should work out, but it's like nobody else can see it. So instead of going out there and saying, you know what, we could do that, either in your work environment or in a relationship, you know what, it's like this and this and this. I like you. What are we going to do about it? Or this is not the right way to do business. We've got to do it this way. So you have an interesting point of view, an interesting perspective that you are not expressing because you think you're the only one. But until you express it, you won't know. So in the past, you have been in this mode, Nine of Wands, waiting, cautiously looking for any clue that the person you're dealing with or the people around you in a certain situation will understand you and tell you what you need to hear. Because you clearly need something from them. You need to hear something. You need for things with the Page of Swords here to be discussed and for things to be clear. And that's not happening in the past. But a big part of this is that you are keeping to yourself. And but this is about to change. You have been keeping to yourself and you have been waiting in the defenses, ready to talk, but nobody's talking because we can't expect other people to do everything. And you might have tried and found a wall, and that's why you feel like nobody sees things as you do. But still, if you have all of these unexpressed emotions and thoughts that you want to share, you should, even though the other person doesn't want to hear it. That's how it works sometimes. And I think that now in the present you will be more expressive. You've got the Queen of Cups here. Cancer energy could be water or Gemini. I think it's your energy. I think you're going from holding on to things and keeping to yourself to saying, okay, you know what? I am this person. I have these feelings toward you. I have these drawbacks. I know my value. I know my worth. I know my shortcomings, and this is how I feel, and that's who I am. And although this all feels quite sentimental, it could also be in your work environment. It's like you are tired of hiding who you are and what you think because you're afraid others might not accept it or might not see the things the way you do. Look at her. She's... if it should focus, I will have a picture of the cards in the description box. But she's holding a full cup here on the hand that she's like putting forward as a torch, and an empty cup here. And she's not hiding any of it. She's like, I have my feeling and my sentiment and my capacity for love that is guiding me. And it also creates some difficulties for me, but I know them and I have brought them here in the light, and I'm willing to work on them and move forward. And I think you are very not self-conscious. You know right now what you want, and you know your strengths and you know your weaknesses. And I think you will show them to the people involved in this in the present. And I also think that this might bring about a bit of a mess, because people might not be ready for this kind of honesty, and people might not be ready for this kind of openness because they have not reached the point you are right now. Not everybody can be honest with themselves at all times. Right now, I think you are. I think you're very honest and you know what you want. And you are tired of waiting for other people, and you'll just go out there and ask for it. This might lead to a fight. Or you are afraid it will lead to a fight. I mean, I feel like you have made it into a bigger deal than it is, because at the end, who should fight you for being truthful and honest about what you want? They can't tell you anything. They are coming. This card is very interesting. You've got the Five of Wands. If you look closely, everybody, there are 5 people in a fight. It's not even such a serious fight. And everybody's holding a different wand, their own tools. Whenever we get into a difference of opinion or a fight, or we think that people don't see things the way we do, and they might actually not, we have to take into account that everybody has their own tools to live their life and assess the situations that they are into. So what can they tell you? They are seeing things from their perspective, and you have your own perspective, and they cannot fight you for that. They have different tools. You needn't be afraid of this, because it's the automatic response of someone who suddenly feels threatened in front of the in front of the truth, because you will be standing here like, this is me, words and all, and they will try to fight it, but they won't be able to, because the only thing we can use to fight somebody is hit them in places that hurt. But if you have it all there, out there on the table, and you know who you are and what is going on, what can they tell you? You know everything for yourself right now. I don't know if I'm being very clear about this, but I think that it will create a sort of instability when you go out there and be clear and very specific about who you are and what you want. Because other people may not have seen it this way, because they have their own tools of analyzing situations. And I think that might dim your spark and your hope a bit. I mean, you, in that state where you've been in the 9 of Wands state, you had, and that's the good of waiting, in waiting, you maintain a glimmer of hope that things will go the way you want them to go. When you put it all out there and nobody can hide anymore, if the people around you are not ready to accept it, the hope is gone. And I think now in the past, after this upheaval and these words, you might be a bit disappointed. Like, I think you will lose a bit of the enthusiasm, the initial enthusiasm you had about this person or this job or this situation, but that's okay, because this is a process of maturing, and you have gone to a Queen of Cups energy, a more grown-up energy, and it's normal to lose a part of the Page of Wands in this, to lose a part of your childish self, because shit got serious here. And you can't wait any longer. And you're like, fuck it. I can't wait anymore for them to see the situation my way. I'm tired. You're tired, Leo. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You're tired, waiting, of thinking what I should say, what I should do, and all of this comes to light now, and it will leave you feeling, I think, a bit how is it? When something unfair has happened to you. I can't find the word. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. It will leave you in a state of wanting, in a state of, you know what, that what happened was not fair to me. I went in there with open heart and open mind, and all I got back was fighting and noise and disappointment. Although, let's be honest, it's not that big of a deal, and you know it. I mean, it doesn't stink so bad. It's not like it doesn't stink so bad, and it's not that big, and it's not that important in the beginning. But as you focus on the negative, and as you focus on the part that, instead of focusing that, okay, I went out there and asked for what I wanted, and I did that for myself, and that was a good thing, whatever the outcome. You are focusing now in the future to the you're focusing on the negative. I didn't get what I deserve. My value, I put myself out there and my value was not recognized. And that is a slippery slope, because the next step is, maybe I'm not that valuable. Maybe they are right. Maybe how they see me is who I am. That's not true. Don't lose yourself in the opinions of others. They can't assign a value to you because they have different tools of interpreting reality and life and feeling and thought and everything. You can't use their tools to define your self-worth. You can't lose yourself in this just because your boss or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your crush or your mother could not take the honesty of your feeling at this point. It's people go through these phases all the time, and we have phases where we can understand and we can be open and we can listen, and we have other phases where we put up walls because honestly we are afraid of what this could mean for us. And I think that this is exactly what is happening right now, and you can't lose yourself and all this strength that you have built over this. It's nothing. It might feel like something now, but it's nothing compared to what you have achieved here, what you have learned, putting yourself out there. And again, I can't find my words. And asking for what you want. Asking is not the word I'm looking for, but now my mind is stuck. It's a slippery slope, and it might make you anxious because this disillusionment, if you let it get to your head, it might bring you here. 9 of Swords. In reverse, though, I think you will pass a brief phase of being anxious and a bit paranoid and not being able to sleep well because this hurts, but it's really, really, really all in your head right now. I don't see like a concrete problem attached to this situation. It's all how you will make it out to be. It's all depending on how you will choose to see this. Will you choose to see this as a failure? just because some people were not ready to hear what you had to say? Or will you choose to see this as a success of finally letting go of your fears and expressing who you really are and what you really want? You don't need to spend too much thought on it. You don't need to doubt yourself, and you don't need to drown in anxiety and fear, and you just need to accept it. Death here. Scorpio energy. You just need to accept the end, if this is the end, and go on. Because deep down you know it. Deep down you know that you couldn't wait much longer for them to see whatever it is you want them to see. 3 of Cups here. And 10, wow. 10 of Cups. Nice. Leo, I think you have to accept whatever has happened. Let go of the self-doubt and the paranoia and everything, and just go out and have a good time. And there is a lot of love to be found. I don't know if this love will come from the person you're dealing with, if we're talking about a connection here, from your friends, or from somebody new. But as soon as you accept the end of whatever this is, of this phase, because you don't need to accept the end. It doesn't need to be the end of the connection or the end of the world. Just the end of this phase of noise and mess and anxiety and self-doubt and all of that, and waiting, all of that. As soon as you say, okay, that's it, that's over, I won't be in that pit anymore, you will be able to get out there and have fun with the people you love, and meet people and connect with people and enjoy life and the feelings you're capable of enjoying. There is love here. It might even come from the person that all of this is happening for. It might even come from them. They might realize when they feel your energy retracting from them that, you know what, there was something there that is worth exploring. I love it. Just be careful not to lose yourself in this, because it's not that big of a deal. Really, it's not. Might seem like it is for a short while, but it's not. That's what I had to say. I hope you liked it and it resonated, and see you next time. Bye.